Peace.
Peace.
This is Joshua Miller Law, Mr. PhD. You're just now entering the cipher called Real2reel360. KYs.
Peace, God.
Bring that beat in, kid.
Indeed.
Peace.
Yeah. What's going on, party people? Welcome to the Real2reel360 show. Let's get it in. We do the knowledge of wisdom so you can understand. Real2reel360 shows in full command. We changing the game for how it all was taught. From bondage to freedom to an independent thought. Yo, the show is here to bring about a change for real. To lighten everyone so we all know the deal. 360 degrees is a fact. We created the show to give our love back to our communities so we can know what's going on and give them the support from knowledge to porn. So if you're ready to learn, then it's time to go. Sit back and relax and enjoy your show. Peace.
Peace and blessings to Allah's mighty 5% nation of gods and nurse. To all the human families of the planet Earth, I give you love, peace, and happiness. High salute. This is the God DJ KY's Allah, aka Kato the Black Superhero. Welcome to another episode of the Real2reel360 show. Listen, sit back, relax, chill, pull up a little something because we got a good one for you today. And when I say good one, I'm talking about a real good one. We don't have a king, we got a king. You know, understand what I'm saying? We got a king. I guess that's how they really say it in the South. But I ain't going to steal the shine and thunder. I'm going to let my partner and God do the best that he got to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let me bring on my co-host with the most. Let's get it in, y'all.
Am I the meanest?
Sure enough.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Sure enough.
But who am I?
Joshua Miller Law.
Who am I?
Joshua Miller Law.
I can't hear you.
Joshua Miller Law, Mr. PhD.
Peace to the mighty. What's good?
Peace to law, peace to law, peace to the mighty 5% nation of gods and nerds. Today we got an epic show today.
Sure.
We got the one and only, the king of trail ride.
No. You gotta say it right. You gotta say it right. You gotta say it with the southern thing. Go ahead, man.
Listen, man. When you say the king, and you know you speaking about this gentleman, you're talking about the king of the trail ride music right here.
Right, that's right.
One of Southern Soul's finest, Mr. Jeter Jones.
Let's bring them more. Peace and blessings with the G.
Peace, how you doing, brother?
Man, I'm blessed. I woke up this morning, man. Blessed by the
Right.
That's it. Like we were saying, the king of trail ride music. The one and only.
Yeah.
Man, he like the Barry Gordy on that side.
Now, for those that are our followers and listeners and have been watching us, could you just introduce yourself a little bit for those who don't know who the king of trail ride music is?
Well, you know, way down here in the jungle deep, you know. Down south, Louisiana, a small town called Mansfield. You know, that's where I reside. But we got this country boy blues. That's pretty much what it is. Just talking about stuff, you know, I see with my brother and many more cowboys, you know, growing up with a cowboy. Put me on all that nautical music. I didn't know what it was till he introduced me to it, man. When I decided, Smitty Smith told me to come over and do the Southern Soul, I decided to do it with something I could relate to and stuff that I see around me, you know, which is in these woods, everybody riding horses and four-wheelers and just having a good old country time. And the trail ride was one of the things that I wanted to just talk about. And if I tell you I knew it was going to develop into what it did, I'd be lying to you. You know, I just wanted to do a brand of music that people where I'm from could relate to, you know.
Right. So do you start it out in Zydeco?
I actually started out in R&B.
In R&B?
I was still on active duty in the military. R&B felt like a slow jam album. But I dropped that. That's when I met Smith, who was a
think you're going in and out.
Yeah, your signal going in and out, Jeter.
I'm out the woods, Doc. Sorry,
Yeah.
out the bush. Trying to stay Wi-Fi. But he introduced me to Southern Soul, and I started from there. First song I did was Boot Scoop, and then I did Cowboy Up, and we rolled from there.
Now, when we talk about the music that comes out of Louisiana, we do talk about the Zydeco and a lot of the bounce music. But some of the songs that you have sung and have written definitely have an R&B feel more so to it than it does Zydeco or have any bounce influence. Was that the direction that you was trying to go in?
Well, yeah, versatility. I think Soul is versatile.
Yeah, he's going in and out.
Yeah, he's going in and out.
Go ahead and get you one of those triple satellite dishes from Nassau. You know what I mean? We gotta make sure they plant it out there in the trail ride country so we can get you.
That's the problem. We in the bushes for real.
Yeah, and I know it. I know it. Hey, but Jeet, I think Kay got one of your songs queued up in the mix, so the opportunity to get the signal and everything together. So we can play one of your songs while you're doing that right now.
Yes, sir.
You know. Hey Kay, which one of the songs you got queued up?
We're gonna do hold on a second. Mind playing tricks on me.
Mind playing tricks on me.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that one.
Yes, sir.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you're about to bear witness to the one and only king of trail ride blues himself, Mr. Jeter Jones, with Mind Playing Tricks on me, right here on the Real 360 show.
Rest in peace, Bushwick people. Head over. Let me do it with you. Let's go. Recreational drugs is taking control on me. I've been up for 4 days. Don't seem like I'm trying to see. Because my mind playing tricks on me. Hey. Come on. I'm that big lady. I think she may be Creole. Oh, she makes me something. She's got my heart. I think she might even have a soul. Your soul. I'm throwing up. You must say something. When she's not around, she my mind playing tricks on me. Hey. Come on. Hey. My mind playing tricks on me. Come on. My mind playing tricks on me. Hey. I can't even sleep. Red brick dust on the ground, like skeleton knees. Sitting lady, it's all done fine. Sometimes they say, come on. Listen, G, I make big money, drive big cars, everybody knows me. Start late at night, something ain't right. I'm telling you, I'm the same. Head like, is it the one? I'm here for $5,000. Don't even came, but you told me about. Every time I see, I play my pop, I'm a sucker, ain't no reason to lie. I'm a scared of them. Hey, my mind, playing tricks on me. Playing tricks on me. Set it my mind, oh my mind. My mind playing tricks on me. It's everything good. I don't like what's coming from wet, but I love that good stuff. My playing tricks on me. My playing tricks on me. This year Halloween fell on the weekend. Miss last night tried to pretend. I'm a little bit from back, but then a long got behind out. So we cleaned it up the plate, took a look back, and he was right on our face. Even it was walking on down. So much wrong, and I can't think of my mind. Oh, my mind. My mind playing tricks on me. So, said I won't be working with shows, come on. I said I won't be working with shows, come on. I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling. I know that I'm the one that do it. And people say they hate cause I'm bad business. Every Sunday morning I'm serving. Take some. My baby, some of me. My baby, some. My baby, some. My baby, some. My baby, some.
Yes, sir. All right.
You.
All right.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Mind playing tricks on me by Jeter Jones, the king of trail ride music.
I'm
Yes,
coming.
sir. Yeah.
Man, when you first started out singing, when was it the first time like people that really acknowledged the fact that you had that voice and that you can honestly blow like you do?
Well, I started off in the church. So one time, we just went through the motions and did what we supposed to do as Christians and the choir stand. But one time my uncle challenged me. We was in church and it was an open challenge, but it was like he said he always sang happy birthday during the announcement. So he had me sing happy birthday and he was gonna sing happy anniversary. I didn't want to do it, but he told me, yeah, you gonna do it and you gonna put your best into it. Like he kind of drove me. So I said, oh, I'm gonna show him today, and I sang that thing like I've never sung before, and the whole church was like in an uproar, like, whoa, I didn't know he could sing like that. So it was a rites of passage for me, and he said, he explained to me later, I did that for a reason because you really didn't push yourself with your abilities. He said, I knew you could sing like that, but you just wouldn't show. And that was the day I showed up.
Okay. Now, when it comes down to there's different parts of Southern Soul where a lot of people don't understand. Like we do talk about the trail ride, the Zydeco, and the regular soul music, and what we call the hook and the jerk. What was it about trail ride that stood out the most for you, knowing that you are a soulful singer?
Uh, I just think it has stories that need to be told. The best thing about old school blues like Bobby Blue Bland, the Greats, Johnny Taylor's, ZZ Hill, when we grew up on them, even Marvin C, they told the best stories.
Right.
Stories over here about cowboy and how my boots cleaner than yours, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't really being
Right.
told.
Right. Now, how was it when the first time you heard your song on the radio? Where was you at that moment in time?
I was at home. I was in Shreveport, Louisiana. I was riding. I think I was taking my cousin to work, and it came on the radio, and I was like, "Whoa, man, that's me!" And I couldn't get my phone quick enough to record it because I was so excited. But luckily for me, at that time, this was like 2015. At that time, I was on Facebook, and somebody else recorded it, and it just started coming through my Facebook. Like maybe like 8 people had recorded it and sent it to me, man. It was just like an awesome experience, man.
So, how long have you actually been in the business itself, far as singing?
I dropped my first CD which was R&B CD in 2013, February of 2013. In December of 2013, I dropped my first Southern Soul CD. So that's 2013 was my start.
Okay.
Okay.
Now when it comes to being the king of the trail ride music, how was it to feel to get that crown? With all these individuals that do trail ride, they acknowledge you to be the king.
Well, I mean, being an originator, and Sir Charles explained it to me, being an originator of stuff, it comes with and people giving me a title like that is a true honor for me. I just try to live up to the name uh, as a king. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just to live up to it, and that's by giving people a good show and giving good music, and always coming back. Even though I stray and do some hip hop or R&B, I always come back to the roots of the trail ride music.
Okay. Now they got out in the country queued up. Can you speak to that, or we should just look around?
Well, that's not my song. Out in the country, it's not my song. That was that's on my lake. We came up with the concept. He's a city guy, and I made him country, and we came up with that concept of out in the country, and it hit off real good because it's just describing we just kick it out in the country, you know.
Right. It's okay. Kick that out in the country.
All right. Here we go. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we got the king of trail ride right here in the midst on our show, the Real2reel360 show. And let's go ahead and announce Judah. Who is that that's singing? That's as far as what's his name?
R&B Pooh.
R&B Pooh featuring Judah Jones. Let's get it in, y'all.
That's what I'm talking about. I see. Okay. Well, let's turn it up a notch. Let's go. I'm ready to party in the middle of the night. I got the cooler all iced up, got the buses on the trailer, and I can smell that barbecue. So you know I'm on the way. Clean as a clap dog, fresh like a Bella Hay. Oh yeah, I'm gonna party like back in the day. Y'all get mad when she backed it up and swung in my way. She know I'm from the city, and it made me wanna stay. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm having so much fun. Even though this party has just begun. Don't know if I'm going back to the city. Oh, this country got a hold on me. Having fun out in the country. Don't wanna go home. In the country, so many good moves and smiling faces. Everybody get loose. spring you. I'm gonna party in Cotton Valley. Got a money for party. If I do a little damage, oh yeah. We having fun out in the country. So much out in the country. We having a good time in the country. Out in the country. Out in the country. Oh.
That's out in the country. Out in the
R&B,
country.
out in the country.
Yes, sir.
We got a lot of responses right here. So shout out to Kanaya, to Kimberly, Isaiah, Tracy. We see you all up in the building, y'all. Sheila, everybody. What's good? What's good? Like you said, we got Mr. Jeter Jones in the building. I told y'all we was going to get him. We got him. My brother did his thing. Salute out to you, big baby boy, for doing it. This is a great show because I listen, man. Since I've heard your name, I've seen it all over the place. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm not a Southern Soul dude whatsoever, but I guess I got some Southern Soul roots in me. But jamming off of you, man, you have worked with so many different people. Your list of catalogs of who you've done collaborations with is phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? So is that one of the things that drives you into the music world as far as, you know, when you collab with people as well? Your phone went out.
Move around. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, the experience been awesome collabing with these great artists. I mean, from Little Boosie, you know, and if you told me I was gonna end up with a track with like Lil Boosie and Level and Lil G from Silk, you know, I would have said nah, never. You know, just it's been an honor collabing with such great artists. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when it comes down to your music, you had spoke about your label. What's the name of your label?
Jones Boys Entertainment, JBE.
JB. Now, how many, you know, do with your artists, are they local with you, or do you go out and have showcases for people to be?
Most of them are local. I had a couple that, like, one lived in Texas before, but I really just started a label out to help artists out. Most of the people that's been on the label actually been journeymen that's been out here, but they formula wasn't working for them. So I just snatch them in, get them started, and let them go on about their business and keep making their money and do great things, you know. Because nobody gave me a break. Nobody really helped me out when I started out. I just kind of like got a lot of advice from Cupid, that Cupid Shuffle, and greats like him and Sir Charles, you know, gave me good advice. But other than that, nobody just really helped me, and I was just out for a while, just really just doing shows and not developing a real good formula. But once I got advice from them and I applied it worked for me. So.
Now, when it comes down to your music, who are the most influential people, or who inspired you the most when it comes down to your music?
Sir Charles has been a great mentor to me. He's given me so much solid advice and a lot of stuff of what not to do, especially with money. You know, like making the good money hot. Told me, you know, don't blow your money. Wine, women, all drugs, all that stuff will take that money quicker than you get it. You know, so I thank him for that advice. But I was influenced by great, like I seen Marvin Gaye in concert as a kid, and the way he commanded the room, the smoothness. It felt like he had power. You know. I take pride in my shows since I'm a dancer too. So I mean, you know, you look at the greats like Michael Jackson, MC Hammer, James Brown. You know, I want to be like that in Southern Soul. So you know, to where my show ain't me just walking side to side. I'm gonna actually do some dances that take a lot of energy out of me. But it's just fun to do. You know, so I think I'm patterned after the great entertainers, not so much as the great vocalists, the great entertainers.
Yeah, because I was going to speak to that you're more of an entertainer itself, and even though you can sing, you really can sing, but you're more of an entertainer. Is that because you get that energy from the crowd?
Yes, yes. And also I've been to shows and I've been bored. I was bored, and I was like, man, the music is good, but if you don't really show me nothing at a show, I might as well listen to the CD. So I took that in consideration when I became an artist. I wanted people on these seats like, what is Jeter gonna do? Is he gonna come out? Is he gonna do this dance? Is he gonna, you know? So I got more exciting and more feedback from that. Even though when I'm in the studio, my concentration is being versatile. I do a ballad, and then I come with fast songs too. But I try to mix it up a lot on the CDs. But when it comes to the show, my show is more up tempo. We might do maybe one or two ballads, and then we go right back to the pounding of my knees. Somebody granddad, so I got.
Now, what is the trail ride experience like? When you performing at a trail ride, what is that experience like?
But the trail ride experience is a family oriented event. It's an event where you can take the kids out, you dance, you listen to music, you cook food outside. Uh, so you got grilling. We got what we call a broil. That's where we put like maybe turkey necks, crawfish. You can broil anything. Broil shrimp. We do a broil.
There you
Oh
go.
man.
Well, I tell you, I don't know if he went got a bad signal,
There you
but
go. He's back.
there you go.
But we make a stew out of that, and we do like ribs and stuff. But at some point, we go out on a trail, and
Uh-huh.
that's what that.
Yeah, get out again.
Yeah. Hey, K.
I'll tell you, we have to hook up a big satellite.
They go on the hay rides and stuff. And can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah.
We go on the hay rides, and we take the horses, and we go out on the trail, playing music, and we come back. And that's the highlight reel of a trail ride, which is the actual trail ride.
How many people usually come to a trail ride? What's the numbers like?
The numbers are ridiculous. And I would say this, since the pandemic, I know since the pandemic, that was the only place you could actually go and kick it before concerts kick back in, So the numbers just like triple, double. Like, you.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. I tell you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, there he is. You are with the Real2reel360 show with our good friend Mr. Jeter Jones, King of the Trail Ride Blues, y'all. Southern Soul's finest, man. One of the best that have done it and still doing it in the game in his time. So, Jeter, you back, man?
I'm back. All right, man. We out in the country for real, man.
We got you,
baby. We got you.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, that's the gist of it. Just a good time, a good old time. Since the pandemic, you can go from 3,000 to 20,000 people at a trail ride right now.
Wow, that's incredible.
It's ridiculous.
Man.
The numbers, and it's good for me because I know one thing: my music is being played now, and my fan base has increased drastically because of the numbers at the trail ride.
Right. I think I remember seeing a video where there was a trail ride. I think it was you and I saw Tasha Mack and one there, and everybody was doing like I don't know if it was the country slide, electric slide, or whatever, but everybody was out there, and it seemed like it was an ocean of people. There was so many people. I was like, "Yo, do you see this?" And I mean, everybody was there having a good time. What I loved about it the most, there was no fussing, there was no fighting, there was no shooting. It was all love up in there. But I said, "Good God Almighty, that's a lot of people, man."
Hey. Pardon me. Somebody just said what goes on at the trail ride stays at the trail ride.
It needs to stay there. It needs to stay there. My big bro here with me, man. My first trail ride experience was with him. But as an artist, I was in Kansas. I was stationed in Kansas, Fort Riley, Kansas. And I flew down to Houston and I went out towards Beaumont to do the Bill Pickett Rodeo trail ride. That was my first big event. And it was number Zydeco artists, and I was the only other artist that didn't do Zydeco on the card. And that was my first big one. And they was like, hey, we got a guy gonna sing some blues. And they was like, who? Some blues? And I said, it ain't regular blues, it's country blues. They was looking at me. Oh, so the Zydeco cast was sitting out like, I got to see this. But the crazy part about it, I got out there early on that Thursday. That Friday night, they was playing Zydeco. And me and my brother went out there, and we was out there dancing. We swinging and banging, just partying. So the people over there was watching, saying, hey, man, that blues guy, the little country blues guy, is out here just dancing his butt off. And they were checking me and my brother out. We just Zydeco and two-stepping, partying the night before. And we was drunk and just having a good time, you know. And the lady, man, I watched you dance last night. You can really dance. So I know your show. So instead of me going first, they put me later in the car, which was awesome for me because it was so many people. I was like, whoa. And I was like, man, don't get nervous. Let's go. Let's put it down. So, man, shout out to Bill Pickett Rodeo, A. Cynthia, Bill Pickett's daughter, man. It was awesome. And that really just launched my career doing that with them.
All right.
All right.
Tracy said, put the sip down, Jay. Put it down, John. Put it down.
Hey.
Yeah. Man, well, listen, man, you know, you've been a lot of inspiration to a lot of people coming up too, man, for what you're doing. And so when you look back from where you started to where you are now, man, what is your greatest triumph and reward for what you're doing?
I think just watching so many great artists coming along that really look up to me and ask me for advice, and I be so ready to give it to them. I'm like, hey, man, do this, do that, do this, you know, and it excites me. And just to have that crown, you know, to be considered a king of anything is truly an honor for me. I'm just a plain old country boy and a soldier, you know, soldier, Marine. That's what I know, you know, is free to poor, loving my country I live in, and just trying to be a great man, period. An example for my grandkids and kids around me to look up to as a man, you know. So I think, man, when people listen to my music, it's an honor for me, you know. Just to be around the great artists and just get them something to be motivated about.
Now, with you have, like we said earlier, you have a lot of collaborations. What about the individual who make you want to collab with them or make you say, yeah, I'll do a song with you?
Man, if somebody go hard, I be wanting to go harder, you know. I'm still a fan of music, you know.
Right.
I don't know how to say it, but I think that's the best way to put it. I'm still a fan of music. If I like your music, I'm just as excited. Like when King George, man, I bump King George all the time. I love his music, man. He has great music, and there's new guys coming up like FPJ, Pokebell, man. I laugh. Get on the Good Foot is my favorite. You know, even though I love Side Piece, but Get on the Good Foot is the one I like to see him perform and stuff. So as being a fan of the music, you know, is the greatest part for me, you know.
Now, Tracy said, where's your 1738?
It's a Monday, baby. Got the kids out. We drank. We did a whole day, so yeah. Might get a light beer, a milk or boat, something, but I ain't gonna drink too heavy.
Now, you did a collaboration with Vic Allen. How was that experience?
Awesome. Vic is a phenomenal singer. And when I found out he played with the Ken Spirituals, man, that just made it even more of excitement for me. And that's another guy that just gave me strong advice on a lot of things. So shout out to Vic Allen, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Vic. Vic is family to Real2reel as well. We had him on the show earlier in the year.
Mississippi.
Yeah. I gotta show love to the sip, man. You know that. You know, I got love. I gotta show that love. But that's a beautiful combination right there with you and him. And right now, Kay is about to play that song that you and him collab on.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that thing's on the chain. What was the inspiration behind that when somebody get this food?
Well, it broke me called Roommate, and I was like, man, I need to remix it. And when I said, man, I'm gonna remix and Vic said, man, let me get a piece of that thing. And I said, man, you want it? And Vic said, man, send it to me, write me a verse, let's go. And man, it was amazing. When Vic, as soon as Vic hit it, I said, ooh. I said, this. I was so excited. I just wanted to take my verse out and play Vic's twice. Vic murdered it. And I let my brother hear it. I said, man, Vic just murdered that. He said, who that? I said, Vic, he said, man, he killed. I said, yeah. We big on lyricists, you know, being I was military guy. So most of my friends was East Coast, from New York, New Jersey, Patterson, DC.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I learned the lyrics.
Yeah.
You know, so I
Yes.
really spent on lyrics, and I'm telling you, when Vic hit that lyrically, it was profound. I was like, perfect.
Shoot. Hey,
What's going on,
Tim
Black
said,
Coffee?
he said, Tim said, look like you in the shadow out there.
Hey, it's dark out here. We got one street light, and it's trying to hold it down. Grandkids, a Rockwaller. The horse just got put up. Man, we out here. That one street light up a block. Yeah. My grandbaby run in the dirt.
That's a beautiful situation when you can spend time with the family and enjoy the family and doing your thing.
That's what it's about. And my catalog is about them. Leaving them to where they don't have to, you know, they don't have to work a hard day no more. They need our Pawpaw's catalog.
There you go.
Right. And with your catalog, we can securely say that you pen majority of the music that you sang.
Yes. I got a new writer. Shout out to him, Kurt Kelly. He writes with me as well, but we collab. Like if he come up with a good hook, or I come up with a good hook, he write a verse, I write a verse. We just kind of tag team, man. And that's been that's one reason I can have a longevity in this. Just picking up with good people. Rip that does tracks along with Slack does my track Bubble. I got 3 track makers. One of them is fresh out the church, man. I went and got the best keyboard player, the best drummer. I started a church program just scoping out the best musicians and put them all together to form my band and a production team.
Now, how is it with the transitioning coming from the church into Southern Soul?
It's fairly simpler because I don't sing as hard. You don't do as many runs. You don't, you know, I kind of dumb it down a little bit, if I must say so myself, to make it so it don't sound as churchy.
Okay. Well, right now we have Jeter Jones and Vic Allen on a collaboration called "Somebody Get This Fool."
You heard me. Come.
Yeah.
Somebody come get this fool.
Somebody come get this fool. Right here, Joe. Right here on the Real2reel360 show. Here we go, y'all.
Oh, it's a remix. Yep. And you know what? I got Vic Allen. Yes, sir. But Vic, you know something? I know somebody that lie all the time and won't stop. But you know what I tell them? What you tell them? Somebody get this food. Somebody get this food. Somebody get this food. Oh, well, somebody get this food. Get this food. Somebody get this food. Somebody get this food. Oh, well, somebody get this food. Get this food. Tell you about my best friend. He was ready to give a long day at the trail ride, and he learned again. The more he drank, the more he could lie. He ain't got no conscience, and I'ma tell you why. He said if I get this lady, promise I'm gonna stop. I gotta have this one. If I go get God, do me a favor. Please don't tell my wife. Mama, then I won't lie. Get this food. Somebody get this food. Oh, somebody get this food. Get this food. Somebody get this food. Somebody get this food. Oh, somebody get this food. I got this one friend. He be chasing all the time. He can't seem to get a woman without telling a bunch of lies. I heard him tell one lady a whole lot of cash. And it turned around, $10 for gas. Hey, man, you need to quit all that lying before you slip and get caught. The last time that happened, you almost got yourself shot. If you want you a shorty on the side, you can tell her the truth. Cause you know your wife don't play, and she ain't your damn roommate. Somebody get this food. Get this food. Somebody get this food. Somebody get this food. Somebody get this food. Get this food. I don't think he can help it. Get this food. He can't stop that line. Get this food. If he don't get a hold of himself, he gonna wind up crying. Get this food. Somebody get this food. Get this food. Somebody get this food.
Somebody come get this food.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, we always
one of my faves right there, man.
it goes down. Now, Mr. Jeter Jones.
The big girls, little girls.
Oh, this little one.
Can y'all see me? It's getting dark out here, bro.
I see it's getting dark out there.
We see the silhouette.
We see the silhouette in the t-shirt out there.
You way down range now. We can't see.
But that's the real deal, though. That's the real thing. I'm the real deal country boy. I own a horse. You know, I live in the country. I own a spot of land. I got a trailer house, a dually truck. You know what I'm saying? Around here, land, a truck, a horse, and a big dog. You'd have made it. You know.
Right.
Only thing city about me, I got a G-Wagon and a Denali, and I got a Benz, but that's the city side. They build the city. Now, when they get closer to the house, they're like, yeah, he got a G-Wagon, but he also got 4 pickups, a bunch of hay and horses and stuff, too. We live in what we singing about, you know.
All right.
Definitely.
All right.
Wanted to see want the fans to know where they can come see you. Where are you going to have your next shows? When will you be available to be seen out of these trail rides, these different events?
But we doing everything now. I'll be in Virginia August the 30th at Manu. I forgot the name, but it's Virginia. North Carolina, we're coming back there this summer on July the 10th. We'll be back in, I think it's the 10th. Yeah, we'll be back in North Carolina and Rocky Mount. So we easing on up to that East Coast. So one day, I just want to put these boots at least one time in New York. Hey, come to New York, man.
Come on and break that Mason-Dixon line, man.
Exactly.
Come on.
Go to New York or DC or something, you know, one time. So it'll be good to return to places I visit in my military.
Right.
That's artist, that'll be a milestone for me.
I tell you, it'll be a milestone for us because we're trying to get a show together in New York as we speak. Me and my brother have been talking about it a few times. And I know that they're starting to have more shows in the DMV area because the Blues is all right to us on the way here now, or just left here. And the Southern Soul music is definitely making its way up north. And it's because of singers like yourself who are very impactful.
Appreciate
very
that.
Definitely.
We want to be the new hip hop. We want to be.
My thing is this here.
Hip hop had a chance. I'm telling them, give us a chance. You know, we ready.
Southern Soul blues have had a long stay, and it's been in longer than than hip hop because we all grew up on, like you had said earlier, the Tyrone Davises, the Johnny Taylors, the Muddy Waters, and things of that nature. That backwood blues, that country boy blues, that BB. So there should be no reason why Southern Soul can't touch New York, Boston, and all of and open up a whole different region for all artists to be able to eat off that plate. Now, with your trail ride and you being the king, do you feel like you should reach back to other younger artists and help them move accordingly when it comes down to the business?
I help. I helped a couple of them, like Arthur Young and Funky 40.
Yeah.
Kyle, who was Southern Soul Cowboy with me. There's plenty I've helped. I'm going to continue to help them because it's the right thing to do. Just guide them the right way they should be, where they can max their money and also give people good entertainment.
Okay. Now, you got a song called Cold Pepsi.
And a hot man.
Was that inspired by one of them hot days out there?
Well, it was a guy. He told a story. I just put it into a song. I couldn't saying he hooked up with this lady, and he said the Pepsi gonna cool her down because he was wondering what the Pepsi was for. And he said, man, because he said she hot and ready to try. And I said she need that Pepsi. He need the Pepsi to cool her down. And he gonna up.
All right, Kay, you got that queued up?
Absolutely. Real
This is
360 probably.
All over that boy.
Our guest on the show tonight with us, Mr. Peter Jones himself, Kane.
The car stuck.
Let's dig it in with
Sweet J's happening, bro. What's going on with you, bro? Man, hey, you remember old girl from the other night? Yeah, the sex chick. Yeah, from the club. Fuck yeah. Man, baby, wow, you heard? No, man. You ain't gonna believe what she did when I got to her place. You're free? No, let me tell you. Said she wanna go Pepsi and a hot man. I didn't understand. A cold Pepsi and a hot man. Said she wanna go Pepsi and a hot man. She had it in a plane. A cold Pepsi and a hot man. I was at the club just the other night. I seen a fine lady. She was looking so right. We got back to a place, about to get it on. She said, hold up, wait a minute. Like something was wrong. She said, I need a cold Pepsi before we get it on. She said, run to the corner store, and daddy don't take long. When I got her Pepsi, the man started to breathe. He said, I know where you're headed, fella, and you'll be happy. Said he wanna go there, and she had it in a plan, a cold Pepsi and a hot man. Said she wanna go there, and I didn't understand, cold Pepsi and a hot man. When I got back to her house, she met me naked at the door. I said, hold up, wait a minute. What's this Pepsi for? She said the Pepsi cool me down, cause you don't want me up. She said I'm just like lava, baby. I done melted up. I'm gonna take you places you ain't never been. But when I get through with your body, I need my Pepsi at the end. You mean to tell me this woman wanted a Pepsi? Out of all the things in the world, all the pretty stuff out of never heard a Pepsi? Man, that's crazy. Said you want to go Pepsi and a man. I didn't understand. A cold lips and a hot man. Said she want a cool pill and a hot man. She had it in a plan. Cold lips and a hot man. Said I wasn't the first. I won't be the last. But I got a hold to her. I might have took her real fast. My loving was so good, put her fast to sleep. She was in a real deep sleep, like a newborn baby. Said I don't like this, cause I'm a fake old man. But I looked at that pill in that ice cold can. So I picked up my clothes from off the floor. Then I drank up her perfume as I hit the door. If she wanna go Pepsi and a hot man. I didn't understand. A cold Pepsi and a hot man. Said she wanna go Pepsi and a hot man. She had it in a plan. Cold Pepsi and a hot man. Said she wanna go Pepsi and a hot man. I didn't understand. Cold Pepsi and a hot man. Get this out, face.
Cold Pepsi and a hot man.
Now is Judy there with you? It done got pitch black down.
I don't know.
And he's mute. 'Cause I got a bone to pick.
What was? You gotta unmute yourself.
Judy, you gotta unmute yourself.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah. Now check this out. Now, about a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago, we had one of the dynamic vocalists of Southern Soul on the play, Miss Lady Q. And there was a song that we played with her. And the title of the song was Lumberjack. He's a lumberjack man featuring the one and only. I'm not gonna say your name, Mr. Joe, but you know, I kind of take offense being a city boy about, you know, it's all about the Southern boys. That she need that good wood, she need that lumberjacks. That like, she can only get it in the South. So I'm trying to understand, man. What's going on with this lumberjack? What's
well, I wasn't trying to be biased when I wrote the song. It's just like I said, I was thinking about what we know about, you know what I'm saying? So I just think.
So you know you the lumberjack, huh?
But hey, you can be from the city. If you deliver in the wood, you a lumberjack. As long as it's downstream, you got it. You know what I'm saying? The look she gave me when I said I got a song for you, but it's provocative. And she kind of looked at me like, I said, yeah. She said, what is it? I said, hey, I don't know. You might need to get permission from your husband to say no.
She did talk about that.
I said, I need that jutwood. I need that lumberjack. She looked at me like, and she hesitated. Then she said, I like that. I originally wrote it for another artist named Miss Juicy, who's from our area too. And her management pissed me off, so I kept the song. And I was like, you know, it was just a simple misunderstanding, but I was just being petty and like, nah. And if I would have gave it to her, it was a banger. Because soon as Lady Q sung it and we dropped it, it took a year to get a video up on it because it took off so quick. The women was like, yes, I do. I said, mm-hmm. It cemented me as a songwriter, writing for females. You know, I wrote Tasha Max, Get It My Way, and Get It Up, and Rodeo for His Karma. You know, I was writing, and I think it's Kicking Dirt Up on My Boots by Miss Gunny. So I wrote a lot of female songs, and being, you know, I ain't Omar Cunningham, but I'm coming for him. You know? I'm a baby goat.
Yeah, you were about to say.
Number
out to
respect for
Yolanda.
Omar, man. Salute to him, man. But I
Yes,
said,
salute to
I'm
Omar.
coming for that title. You know, I said, it's just like anything. You know, look at LeBron and they compare him to the great Michael Jordan. You know, so I'm
Right.
like, hey, I'm the new LeBron James. Let me go. Sort of soul. I'm coming for them goats. And Sir Charles, like, you got something. He said, you got a nice catalog. I said, man, I'm about to drop another album. He was like, what? Said, man, it's crazy. I said, man, songs just, I thank God for the gift, man, but songs just been coming to me. So,
Yeah.
and then the add and squirt, Kelly, it just beats up my entourage. So,
Because I was going to ask you how was it during the pandemic, since we just come out the pandemic and a lot of artists was working hard and they was able to still make money through the streaming because they was making making songs and whatnot like that. So how
streaming
was it
saved
for
me. I
you?
dropped, yeah, I'm sorry about cutting y'all.
No, you
I
good.
dropped 2 albums during the pandemic. You know, I was sitting on them and I was like, man, and what really, I did amazing numbers because everybody was at the house. What else you had to do besides listen to some music, you know?
Right.
And then when I jumped out, I think June of 2020, I started right back trail riding after taking I was off for like 2.5 months because I had got hit with COVID in March and it put me down the way I was hospitalized for 2 weeks. Then I came out and I was on hospice and I was at the house and I couldn't even walk. I was just on my back and I said, man, that's it for me. But I said, I hit Rob. I was with Music Access at the time, and I said, go on, drop them 2 albums. So the streaming, my revenue was started coming in, so I didn't have to file for no unemployment or nothing. Even though I get a retirement check and a crazy check from the military. So I was just like, man, it's been amazing. You know, and I looked up in September, Sir Charles called me and he said, bro, where you at? I said, man, I'm at a trail ride. He said, man, put me on. He said, man, you the only one out here working. Blues all right too, everything ain't shut down. So I hit the guy and I said, man, I can get you Sir Charles. They said, give me a price. And he came out. And shoot, next thing I know, I get a call from Tucker there, man. I'm going to have to come on out there, drop my price and get out there. And I looked up and all my Southern Soul brothers was at trail ride with me.
Wow. That's, man, I'd have loved to have been at that trail ride with you, Sir Charles and Tucker.
Yeah.
Man,
We
I
had
know
one,
that.
man. It was crazy because it was me, him, and Bebe, and MH for president. You know, we got rap and Southern Soul together on the card, and I'm just looking like, man, how this gonna pan out? I did a few with rappers, but this the pandemic, and I'm like, man, I just hope they don't start shooting and fighting. But man, everybody was so happy to be back outside. We had a great night. So you went from bow 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 to is anybody lonely? It was great. I know I had a good time.
That had to be a heck of an experience to go from pow 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 to anybody lonely tonight.
Crazy. Like people went from jigging to just dancing, swinging from side to side. Like I was like, this has got to be the experience right here.
Definitely. Well, I know that I think you're going to be in Georgia in
March
April.
18th.
March 18th.
Yep, Savannah, Georgia.
Okay, Savannah, Georgia, March 18th. That's a trail ride.
No, I think it's a regular concert.
Okay. And then you got something at Tito's Lounge.
March 6th will be at Tito. ATL. Douglasville.
Yeah, we need that schedule. You send us your schedule so we'll be shouting out every night.
Yeah, okay. We can shout it out. We can pop up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I enjoyed y'all tonight, man.
Man, you can get that 1738.
I got to my New York hat to a cowboy hat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I tell you, at least get you a pair of boots. You rock a pair of York, they going down like that.
You go too far, G.
You go too far with that.
You're asking too much of them.
You're asking too
much. I wore my boots in York. I always was the country Bama. All us was from Bama. Like, you country Bama. I'm like, I ain't from Alabama. No matter where I went, DC, I was the country Bama, man. I said, why y'all call us country Bamas, man? I'm from Alabama, I'm from Louisiana. And all that was saying to them, like, yo, country Bama. And I was like, oh, man.
Now, wear the hat. But them cowboy boots, I don't know about that.
I think the closest I'll get is some Durangos, but
And you just get them Hornets Rangos. Yeah, you should rock them pretty strong.
Hey, I wear me some jeans and a flannel shirt.
That'll work. We'll take what we can get, Bo.
Oh man!
Hey, but this is crazy. Up north, Timberlands is a fashion state. Down here, work boots. You rock a pair of Tim, those are work boots.
Well, I got about 4 pair over there.
I'm good.
But
you put
right
on
now we
Butter Tim's Captain said you got some work boots on down here.
Nah.
You wear them in the club up here, but down here they was like, man, you must be going to work, man. Got some work boots.
Well, Mr. Gina Jones, we coming to the end of the show. We want to make sure that everybody knows where they can find your music at, where they can get in touch with you, how they can book you for trail rides and shows.
Awesome. You can find me on Spotify or Apple Music or even Google Play. I don't know if that went away or not, but you can also book me at www.thekang, that's D-A, not T-A-T, thekangoftrailridingblues.com. That's my website. You can go on there and you can find me. Or you can just Google me. I'm on any platform, and I also am on Wikipedia, which is an honor to be like me and Sir Charles, the only two I think is on Wikipedia, so that's big. And I was like, how I get on Wikipedia? And they said you made Billboard. So it was like an automatic thing. I was like, wow. I was like, being a Billboard artist, we got put on Wikipedia. So, man, salute for that, you know.
And definitely salute for that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you have been blessed with the king of trail ride.
Kang.
Kang.
Nobody can say like Eddie Kang.
And Bumpy Johnson still got the best moonshine.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the phenomenal, the king, the great Mr. Gina Jones, right here on Real2reel360. Thank you for coming on, Mr. Gina Jones. If you can hang out for like 2 minutes after the show, so we can talk for a hot second on the after party, because that's where it goes down. And later on tonight, ladies and gentlemen, be prepared for TikTok After Dark with DJ K Wise.
And make sure to listen to all our listeners and followers, man. We really want to thank you. Please continue to support us right here on the Real2reel360 show. You support us by subscribing, signing up, sharing, doing everything you can. You also catch us on Discovery TV. Let's say that again. We are also on Discovered TV. Shout out to our sponsors for the watches and everything. If you want to get your watch, all you got to do is go to Chris Lawson and check it out. You know what I'm saying? That's one of our sponsors. We want to give a big shout out to him. To our brother who has no home away from home. He has a home right here. Mr. Gina Jones. You are welcome anytime to come on back, my brother. Let us know what you're going on. And if there's any way we can help you in any way, shape, form, or fashion, don't hesitate to call.
Definitely. We want to shout out Connected Dot.
Yes.
We want to shout out Grown Folks Music, all those who support us, you know what I'm saying, in our journey of when we interview Southern Soul artists, when we interview people period, because without y'all, sometimes it can be a struggle. So we want to make sure we shout y'all out and thank y'all for y'all support.
And everything. We still got love for y'all. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it's all good, Livation.
Yeah. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Like I said, I'm gonna pull y'all in the background while we dismiss ourselves from the crowd. All right, our party people, to all our fans, peace to the nation of gods and earth, to all the 5%. You know what I'm saying? And to all the human families on the planet Earth, we give you love, peace, and high happiness salute. We are out of here. This is DJ K Wise on behalf of Joshua Allah, aka Mr. PhD. We say peace, and we'll see you when we see you.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we starting to come to the end of the show. Right now, I want to take the time out and thank our guests for coming on. Also, too, we want to make sure that y'all listening and subscribing, and tell a friend and keep sharing, because we're going to keep bringing y'all the real content. You know what I mean? So, DJ K Wise, my brother, check us up out of here, son.
True
Peace.
I want to give a big shout out to the nation of gods and earth. To all the human families on the planet Earth, I say peace. But to our subscribers, those who continue to watch and listen to the show each and every time we come on, I give a big shout out of love, peace, and happiness to you. The peace of man, woman, and child of the you and I first. It's time for us to disperse. We bring the best, not the worst. We thank you once again for tuning in to the Real 360. Bring a friend to hit that like and subscribe, so we continue to grow to bring more knowledge and wisdom to you. Upon our show, you make it possible for us to do what we do. Now it's time.